Have you seen the trailer for the new Different World that's coming to Netflix?
I haven't seen it, but I did just hear them talking about it. You seen the trailer?
Mm-hmm.
I saw
It's pretty
Dwayne.
good.
So I saw a picture of Dwayne as like Dwayne and Whitney as like parents or something. Or he
Yeah,
was
they
just
look
older. He
old
looks
too,
like
yeah.
So I
Boy, they
saw
look
the.
old. Yeah, boy, howdy.
You said what?
They look older, all right.
Are older. Think about that. It's
Yeah,
been
they
30
are.
years.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been 30 years, bro. That is,
Yeah.
man. But what was another?
I feel like they both look older than they are. To be honest, though.
You think they look older than they are?
Heck yeah. I think Jasmine Guy is around my maybe I think she might be a little older than my mom.
I don't think they
but they're right around the same age.
How you think they look in the photo I seen? I feel like Dwayne looked like he probably
looked like she years old, bro.
Well, she ain't looked that old to me in the picture I seen, but I might have been. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hate to put a number on it. Wait, I'm gonna bleep that out. Why you make me do that?
You gonna bleep out? You ain't gonna remember to bleep out that. Man, she looks to you, bro. That is what it is.
I'm gonna watch it.
You
Stop saying it. I'm gonna have to bleep all those too.
What? You don't want me to say that you thought she looks? You know. Want me to take the? Got you. We're taking that out. We're taking that she looks out. Heard. We're not using that. That's not gonna be all right. No, but. What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of Room 518, man. It's your boy T-Rail, aka Big Kountry, and we also got D-A-N-T, Dant. So it's great to have you, bro. How was your week, man?
It was good, man. It was good. It could have been better, I will say. I mean, it started off good because, you were up here earlier, and then we hung out a little bit, and so that was good. But throughout the week, man, I just wasn't feeling quite 100% all week. And so it just kind of stuck with me. It lingered on. It was enough to kind of bother me a little bit, Like I came home early, like from going to the gym. Like I just, when you can tell you just not giving your all, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm not really in it. So I came home early from it one day. I didn't, thought about not going another, and I kind of pushed through that day. I was like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it. And I still just didn't feel good either. And so it made the week a little bit longer, but I was still able to work on Quiet Loud, which was cool. I had a cool surprise in the making of it. Realized that it was my 50th episode. And
for real, bro?
I was like, wow, yeah. So I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, bro.
I did acknowledge it. I just mentioned it. I didn't make a big deal of it because I'm still happy to be doing it. But I was just like, wow, it's been 50 episodes, and that's crazy. So, but that's been my week, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to come over here and lock in and see what we got going on today. What's going on with you?
Man, nothing much. Again, I did come up there. We actually tried to film an episode. It didn't go quite as planned. I think a big part of that was my fault. But learned a lot. We know what to do next time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, but no,
it was good. There's some content in there for sure. We'll see if anything ever happens with it. No, I came up with some good chunks.
Okay.
Some good usable chunks. We'll talk about it. I think it might be fun for the viewer to see. It could be some bonus material one day.
I think that the end of it was definitely pretty good. Like, because we had to cut off and cut back on. It was a lot. We learned a lot. I think that we just in that process of doing it learned a lot about like what's needed.
Actually recording together and what that would take in terms of because we're in our own spaces right now. So we're able to control that for what it's worth in our own individual spaces and kind of occupying the space. Like I was already thinking after we did it and watching the footage the next day was like, oh, we could have sat like this. Oh, we could have did like this instead. You know what I mean? And was like, well, I mean, that just really generates some idea for next time, which is why it'll be good bonus material because people will be like, what was going on there?
Yeah, you know what though, bro? Like when you think about it, when we first started doing it this way, like when we thought that we got to a point that it made sense, we ended up going so much further than that, right? Like, so it's just kind of like, it's a part of the growing process. But I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed coming up there, and I appreciate
Oh, it
you
was a
for
good
having
time, man. It was good to see you.
had some
Absolutely.
good
You
stir
know the
fry
family
before I got
love you,
there.
man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Love y'all, man.
Yeah.
So that was cool, bro. I didn't do too much this week, man. I wasn't really feeling great most of the week. Still had to go to work a couple days because you can't just miss the whole week. But it was definitely like, trying to ease off. So, shout out to my boy. I'm drinking water today, Squash.
I saw Squires today.
You did?
As a matter of fact.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't want to be dehydrated, man. I don't like that feeling, bro. And I don't like being unhealthy. Came home, my lady bought me a new hat. It's called
Man,
the
I was
Dag
gonna mention
Cap.
that. That
Yeah, I
thing is
like it,
that's
bro.
pretty
I
fire,
like
man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it. So it's been a pretty interesting week, man. As far as just recoveries, got stuff around the house I've been working on, so I've been trying to get that back in place, man. But you sent me something pretty interesting this week. And I don't know who sent it to you, but I know it's just slid under the door your way. And so I was pretty excited to talk about that this week. It's actually the
The last
Norman Lear.
thing I sent you?
Yeah,
Okay.
Norman Lear,
Yeah.
Eric Monte deal. Just
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. Go
I
ahead.
think
You can
just
talk.
because
I'll find it.
I don't like trying to figure out like how people are, how we get to where we are as far as a culture, bro. You realize like just like how we are taken from so much, bro. Like it's crazy. And we could probably go back
Yeah.
to rock and roll and see that, right? We could go back to before Elvis, but
Man, you
this
named it.
clip right here, bro. This clip right here. I was
Everything.
really like, man, this had me so stirred up at work, bro.
Well, let's check
It
it out.
had me stirred up.
I've always thought it was a little odd that Norman Lear, this Jewish guy from New Haven, Connecticut, could single-handedly create every single groundbreaking television show featuring working-class black families in the 70s. But when I first heard that there was a black man who was accusing Norman Lear of poaching his ideas and not giving him the proper credit, I have to admit, I was a little skeptical.
I had to fight and argue with Norman Lear
What was
for
she skeptical about?
years to show a complete black family on television.
Eric Monte, who suffered with homelessness and eventually lost everything he had, says Norman Lear stole his ideas for shows like Good Times, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, and claimed them as his own, cheating Monte out of creator credits and millions of dollars.
A husband on the show. They wanted to do it without a husband. And she said, no, I want a husband on the show because I was raised with a father and a mother, and I wanted America to see that black men stay with their families and raise their children.
Norman Lear came to me and he offered me $1 million for a settlement. And I said, for all those shows, no way. So the lawyers came to me and they said, look, take that money because you still have
this the killer part right here, bro.
But at least we'll get paid. So when the papers came down, all the defendants were listed. So I said, I didn't agree to this. They said, either you take this or we're walking off the cake. I went all over Los Angeles looking for lawyers to represent me. I had the evidence and everything, okay? No lawyer in that town would take that
My question is the indelible legacy that Eric Monte has left on the culture with the characters and stories that he brought us, regardless of whether he will ever receive his proper recognition or not.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. I think, and I appreciate you for pulling it up, man. I think what to me, what's the sickest part of that, bro, is it's such a we're in such a machine, bro, as a country, that when we say something is like going against us and we can have all the evidence in the world, everybody will run away from that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody will run away
you
from
know what? It reminds me of this comedian George Carlin. You know George Carlin?
Man, love George Carlin. He's super
man, absolutely. So he had this where he was talking about how there is this conspiracy, and so it was this black conservative dude that was like, oh, you can't possibly have us believe that this is going on, and he's like, where are the meetings or whatever? And he's like, they don't have to meet. They know what their interests are. Their interests align. They don't have to go to a meeting. They go to the same country clubs. They go to the same this and that. You know, they know what's good for their own businesses. They don't have to get together and have some meeting to know to screw over this dude, that dude, this lady, because they're not like us. You know what I'm saying?
They have regular conversations and they already figured that shit out before they.
Exactly.
It's like, you know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what ain't gotta be no conversation about that. The NFL does it every year to somebody, bro. The NFL,
they all do it,
NBA, bro, does it. So it's crazy because, bro,
so you bought into this, right? So are you in on this? Do you think that this is true? I mean, essentially, dude got a settlement, so nothing was ever borne out, you know, legally to say that. Yes, this was true. No, it was false, but there was a settlement between them and them, which leads me to believe that it was true. And I think the dude was a writer. I keep calling him the dude. This man, put some respect on
Norman Lear,
Mr. Monte, Eric Monte was a writer, I believe, on these shows as well. He just wasn't given the creator credit and all the stuff that comes along with being the creator of a TV show.
Well, if you don't believe it, then you gotta believe it. Any man that'll steal from other white people will definitely steal from black people, bro. Like, let's be honest. Bro, he stole 2 shows and made them, like, Norman Lear stole 2 different shows from Britain, British TV. And made them all in the
I guess
family.
they would say all in the family. And what was the other one?
Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son, correct.
Yeah.
And so I think what they would call that, they would say that he had the licensing rights to make those shows. So it wasn't like I guess they wouldn't say he stole them, but the fact that, I guess it goes to the main point that he doesn't come up with any of this stuff. So it supports Eric Monte's idea that, or not idea, but it supports his position that he did make this stuff. He did come up with these ideas. But this man was able to take it out to market in a way that he couldn't. And then it's just like, I put my name on it instead of yours because I could take it into the room.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Hey, look, I'm not even tripping about that. But when she was skeptical about the fact that this man made up all these shows, this is a black woman. She was skeptical about the fact that Norman Lear didn't make up those shows. That shows you just how far gone that if a black person can think that, like, what are the white people thinking? White people are like, fuck no, he didn't make Good Times. He didn't write Good Times. So you telling me a white man was able to know how to write the essence of what Good Time was?
That's a fantastic point. Is it even possible?
That's my point, bro.
Like, is it possible to write somebody with such depth as Florida Evans or James Evans? You know what I mean? That the nuance in people like that's lived experience right there. You know, I don't know that they could have written something like that. I mean, is it even possible to do it?
Well, my thing is, like, so with Sanford and Sons, and the first the British version was called Steptoe and Son.
Steptoe and Son. Yeah.
That's crazy. But the thing is about that show is it was Eric Monte who told him to make the characters black. Because in British TV, they're white. Right. So Eric Monte was like, this character should be black. You know what I mean? Like, this would hit harder. Like,
so he knows that.
Huh?
I said, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he knows that, bro. I went down, bro. You sent me that video. I went down a rabbit hole. You hear me? I got in there, bro. I want to get it off. So I'm like, bro, like, that makes perfect sense because you talking about coming from a place of struggle and value at the same time. That fits more so the black community. So I'm like, I get it. You know, it makes more sense that way. But I think that to even argue the fact that he didn't write, like, bro, the Jeffersons was his characters, dude. He gave them to that man, bro, because they were a spinoff of all in the family. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, dude, we're gonna use these characters, bro. When he fired Monte, Eric, when he fired Eric Monte, he not only got rid of, like, brought the Jeffersons and made them an actual TV show, which was his characters now. He also, that's when James Evans left, was written out of Good Times. Like, so it's like, dude, like,
But as the video said, they didn't want Florida to have a husband
in the first place from the beginning of the show. You know what I mean? But it's like, dude,
so they probably was salivating to find a reason to take James off that show. You know, but he was also protesting kind of about the direction that it was going anyway, because this show had centered itself around JJ, much in the way that Family Matters had then centered itself around Steve Urkel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's just watching that, man. It was really an eye opener, man, because you know, we celebrate this stuff, but we don't think how much is taken from us to make money, but to also, like, steer us in a certain direction. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the craziest thing to me, like, because you know that this stuff affects the way that we see ourselves. So you make a show that shows the way we see ourselves, and then you say, "Oh no, y'all look a little too positive. Let me go ahead and switch that up on this network that loves you guys to death, man." So I found that very interesting. But I'm gonna tell you what that led me to, though. It made me think about, like, the '90s shows, because, you know, we consider the '90s like the golden era for Black family entertainment. Man, like, bro, we had a lot of positive shows in the '90s, bro. But
we did.
We also had more Black writers. But
we did.
Think about this, though. Anytime a Black show was super duper successful, what happened to it?
They cloned it and made it white.
They cloned it or kicked it off the air, bro. They weren't hearing it, bro. So what do we do with that, bro? Like, so when you think about that, like, what's your thought process in the fact that they do that every time that we have a show? How does that resonate with you?
Not well. I mean, I see what the game is. The game is, we can't control yours, so we can put out one with better resources anywhere we want, and we can push it against yours, you know, and try to take yours down. That's what my thought process is it shows that they can't come up with anything original, these people who create these things that are already existing well. And so they just wholesale take it. You know, I mean, they even had characteristics, like, just say the people always talk about Living Single and Friends, and they took characteristics even from each of the characters. You know, how they were related to each other. You know, there were some that were related to each other. There were some that were pursuing something in the arts. There were some that were, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
a relationship between one or two of them.
It was almost, and I mean, it just is plain to see that they do that, but and not even just with TV shows. They do that with music, you know. I mean, you're talking about New Kids on the Block. You're talking about Vanilla Ice. You're talking about, you know what I mean? It happens. Anything, everything, you know.
And they make ours, and when they get, so when we first do it, we do it so that we look from we try to keep ourselves in a positive light. But the moment that they feel like, okay, you guys are a little too positive, we'll let you create a show, but we need you to be doing drugs in that show. You know what I mean? Like, they'll let us have all the gangster shit, bro. They'll let us have the Powers, with Snowfalls, the Godfather of Harlem's, the Wires. They let us have all them, bro. They're like, yeah, y'all do a whole bunch of those, many as you want, sell as many. Yeah, we don't care. Right. But, bro, it's only gonna be one Sopranos.
Damn,
it's one Sopranos, and we got, like,
they don't let those compete with each other, not at the same time.
No, bro, they're not gonna oversaturate themselves with negativity from their angle, man. But I ain't gonna dwell on that, bro, because it did bring me to a good place where I was like, man, you know what, bro? When you talk about the '90s, though, we had a lot of dope families. So I was thinking, like, what was some of the top families what was a Black sitcom family that you thought more depicted the real version of black people? Like, cause I got mine. I ain't gonna lie. Like the way black families really are.
There is what I think they really are and what I want it to be. So if I go with what I think they were, let's say off the top of my head, I would say Family Matters, because they were the most kind of normal family. They had kids, kind of. Each parent worked. They were just kind of family. People. Yeah. You know.
I like that.
I don't know.
I like that. I'll take
what
Family
were you
Matters.
Thinking?
I would say
what were you thinking?
I'm actually thinking more like Everybody Hates Chris. Just because
wow, yeah, that was a good one.
Because I feel like we got
Rochelle's mother was very kind of she was everybody's kind of black mom experience. You know I think there was pieces in there you could see. Yeah, I did. I think you're right. That's
and the dad was like everybody's kind of dad. If your dad stayed in the house with you, he gave you that brutish feel sometimes. He was the one that was a little bit cheaper with everything. Like, no, you ain't getting that. No, you know. So it literally, Everybody Hates Chris, give me that feeling. Now I would say as far as friendships go, like the best friend, like that really depict our friendships, I would probably be thinking like not Martin is a little bit exaggerated with the friends. Is real close. I would really say like Different World, man. I think Different World really like captured like a healthy dynamic between friends in college, and you went back and forth. You had your moments with them where you don't talk to this person, or you ain't talk to them when you first knew them. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro.
Or they started off in a place of y'all don't really get along, y'all don't understand each other's style. They evolved into being like real friends. You know, those are really good ones. Have you seen the trailer for the new Different World that's coming to Netflix?
I haven't seen it, but I did just hear them talking about it. You seen the trailer? I saw Dwayne. So I saw a picture of Dwayne and Whitney as like parents or something. Or he was just
they look
older.
old
He looks
too,
like so
boy, they look old. Yeah, boy, howdy.
You said what?
They look older, all right.
Are older. Think about that.
They are. That's what I'm saying.
It's been 30 years, bro. That is
yeah.
Man. But what was another?
I feel like they both look older than they are. To be honest, though.
You think they look older than they are?
Heck yeah. I think Jasmine Guy is around my maybe I think she might be a little older than my mom.
I don't think
but they're right around the same age.
How you think they look in the photo I seen? I feel like Dwayne looked like he probably
looked like she 70 years old, bro.
Oh, she ain't looked that old to me in the picture I seen, but I might have been. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hate to put a number on it. Wait, I'm gonna bleep that out. Why you make me do that?
You gonna bleep out? You ain't gonna remember to bleep out that 70, man. She looks 70 to you, bro. That is what it is.
I'm gonna watch it. Stop saying it. I'm about to bleep all those too.
What? You don't want me to say that you thought she looked 70? You know, want me to take that? Got you. We're taking that out. We're taking that she looks 70 out. Heard. We're not using that. That's not gonna be all right. No, but so now I'm gonna tell you. So I think Living Single was probably one of the best written shows. Like it was really pretty much the script or blueprint for all of the shows. It pulled something from all of them throughout, whether you're talking about black sitcoms or white sitcoms. I think Living Single is where all of that stuff comes from, bro. Like you could pull 1,000 perspectives from Living Single and make another show out of it. You can get a Martin.
That's true.
You can get a shoot. What's another good black show that I was thinking? You get a Fresh Prince from like the different family dynamics that you built, that you learn how to pull from, whether you're talking about somebody coming from a rich family. Now, to me, Fresh Prince was a little bit too polished of a family for it to be.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. When I was saying there's the one that I think is more like a normal family, and then there's the one that I feel like I would be nice or fun, and that would be theirs. To be able to, I don't know. Just the idea that money isn't an issue is.
Bro, you was so B. Carlton, bro. You was so B.
But
Carlton,
stop.
bro.
But stop.
You'll be the rich
Never.
dude. Like, I don't like the way you regular humans act. I don't want to deal with you regular humans. Oh, why is he at our house?
I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it out loud.
Nah, you wouldn't say it directly, but when they left, you'd be like, oh man,
No, I'm
can I get
glad
some
they
lights?
gone,
Oh,
yeah.
spray the sofa down. I can't believe he came over here. Like, Will, I can't believe you brought him over here, Will.
Not confirming nor denying.
Hey, it is what it is. But
yeah.
One of my favorite shows growing up though that we used to watch would have been Wayans Brothers though. I think the
Wayans Brothers was good. Wayans Brothers was good. Yeah. I liked it. I feel like it didn't, I don't know. A lot of times shows go awry because something about it changes the formula of the show to me, and then I can't really get into it the same way. You know what I mean? And I feel like their dynamic would sometimes shift. Like at first, when they went from Sean being like like a delivery driver or something, the show felt one way because the Pop's Diner looked a little bit different at that time, and then they switched everything up, and then they owned the newsstand right across from them, and then that was different. And then Sean started wanting to be more of a business dude, and then him and Marlon wanted to be an actor, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to lose the threat now because the shows just started to feel different. You know, it started feeling like, oh no, I don't want to say that because a lot of people like the show, and I didn't really care for it anymore.
I'm all about us showing that we can grow. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather deal with.
No, that wasn't it. Oh, now you're gonna change it to showing. I like that people can grow. I'm just saying that the show didn't feel the same. I think whatever the situations that were happening in the show that made it funny before, I think they weren't doing it like that anymore.
They lost some of that in writing changes.
Yeah, they lost some of that, and so I just wasn't really as interested in it. They did the same thing with Jamie Foxx show toward the end there. It switched up a little bit.
Yeah,
and I was like,
that last season, bro. That last season, like by the time he was to the point where it felt like him and Fancy was gonna get together, they started getting a little. But the same way with Family Matters too did that. Like by the time Steve Urkel was Arkell, what was his name? Stefan, whatever his name was.
Stefan Arkell, yeah.
I was like, you're losing me. You know what I mean? I like the do the Urkel.
Yeah.
Do the
Yeah.
I liked
Steve wasn't even a nerd anymore. He was just a regular smart dude.
Yeah. He became. But when we think about it, though, that's how we are. Like you consider a nerd when you're like in the 7th, 8th grade below. But by the time you're in high school, you can still be cool and smart at the same time. Like it's a space for
very true.
I mean? Especially by the time you get to
but if you still dressed and act like Steve, you would still be a nerd.
A nerd, like in suspenders, and high water jeans with black eyed peas.
Nobody held it against you. Yeah, because nobody blamed you. Nobody would blame you that you were just a smart kid if you were, cool at your core. It was a lot of smart kids that people hung out with all the time.
Man, that's crazy, bro. I can't relate. I've never been that type of a smart kid. I've always been the teacher would say, you know what, he's smart, but he don't apply himself. Yep, that was me. I didn't apply myself.
Yeah, I'm aware. I know that type.
That's the reason why I'm on my kids so hard, because I know that they're both smart, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna mess this opportunity up. Because I feel like that because I know kids that have no common sense, and I'm like, clearly you are not a smart kid. You may have good grades, but you're stupid. You're stupid, son. You're stupid, young lady. Like this kid is dumb. Is that wrong? Like for real, bro? Because act like you don't know nobody like that. Well, you'd be like, man, this kid. No, you can't say that. You can't say that. You're a teacher. I can say that. I'm not a teacher, but I've definitely met kids. I'm like, man, this kid right here This motherfucker can be smart. This kid got no common sense.
Damn it, I can't do that. So shows, we had shows like Good Times and the Jeffersons, and it showed, I think, two completely opposite types of families. It showed one that was barely making it, and then it showed another that was penthouse living. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
At this point, we've seen all kinds of different takes on that. You've seen the Parenthood that we saw in the 90s. You saw the Cosby Show, which most of us, grew up with. You saw, what? Family Matters, we talked about that. You saw another version of a family, which was Fresh Prince,
Mm-hmm.
It was so I mean, I would even say that you could somebody could find like family ties in living single. If somebody who never really who moved off on their own or something and didn't have family close by, and then they had the family that they made. You know what I mean? So some people very much look at that like being in a family. You know what I mean? Like there was a show recently that I would say, if anything to me came close to being like a living single, was this show came on NBC a couple years ago. It maybe had 2 or 3 seasons. It was called Grand Crew. Had you ever seen it?
No, but you told me about this show before, bro.
It's a very cool show. Yeah. I don't know what it's on now. I think it came on NBC, so it would naturally probably be on Peacock maybe, but I don't think, how shows get moved around now. But it was good. It had those similar kind of feels. And it was really funny. But I like the way that shows have kind of changed over time. There have been some that I think have tried to show what it's like, not just for one particular type of family, but what it's like out there for us in general. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know. I think shows are doing cool, but I think also there are black shows out there that we still that may have black writers out there, but who's got the creator credits. I think now because of this video, I'm a lot more curious about how these shows are making it onto the air. Because whenever there's like a black showrunner out there, they make a huge deal about it. When Shonda Rhimes came out, everybody was like, "Oh, Shonda Rhimes." So it's not like they're everywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm a lot more curious now as to who's claiming credit for a lot of the stuff that's out there.
The writer for Blackish is a black man.
Well,
and also
Kenya Barris.
What's his name?
Kenya Barris.
Yeah. And then the writer for Living Single was Yvette Bowser or something like that. But she wrote Living Single and Half and Half, which I liked Half and Half. I thought that was good.
Yeah,
show
Half and Half was good. Yeah,
it didn't have a long run though. It didn't. What did it do? Like 4 seasons?
It was on UPN. Yeah.
Nothing had a
on
long.
UPN had a super long run. Yeah.
But the UPN was like the last time you saw positive black families that I can think of, though. Like, cause you had Moesha, you had the Parkers, you had Family Guy. I mean, Smart Guy.
My Wife and Kids was on ABC.
But that was around that same time. That was like I said, that last run, man. But what else came on ABC other than My Wife and Kids?
The Hugleys.
Good one. That's a good one.
D.L. Hughley had a family show.
Yeah.
had a show around that same time. I think it was also on ABC. I can't remember whether it preceded or followed My Wife and Kids, but it was. I could be lying. I don't know. Was it on ABC? I believe it was.
I feel they had that same feel. They had that same like camera angles and that same the same, what is it called, treatment. It felt like they had the same treatment. What was it? So
it was ABC about, and then UPN. So what happens when you switch over to UPN?
UPN.
Homeboys, you hanging out with homeboys from outer space. So enough said.
Hey, I loved Homeboys from Outer Space, bro.
I watched it. I can't front. I didn't love it. but I definitely watched it. I don't know. Love might be a very strong term, but I watched it though.
I watched a lot of episodes of Homeboys from Outer Space, so I don't know. It was up there, bro. It was up there, dog. I definitely enjoyed it, but not as much. I mean, I think Smart Guy was one of my faves. As far as seeing a black dad do it the way that he did, I thought that was a really good show. And it ended too soon. That could have went a while. Like it ain't like it stopped in a bad spot. You know,
I think that's true. And they had Omar Gooding. You know, he's pretty good. When you think about it, he was always pretty good in everything he was in. He was funny in Smart Guy. He was funny in Hangin' with Mr. Cooper.
He was.
What's that movie I don't like that everybody loves?
Baby Boy?
Was kind of like a hood gangster dude, Baby Boy, yeah.
He did a good job
look on your face.
Too.
He did a good job in Baby Boy. I just don't like Baby Boy.
But can we go back to the Black Card episode?
See, that stuff like that always comes up. That show or that movie is so overrated.
Bro, it's a black classic.
I said it.
It's classic. A black. You should be ashamed of yourself, bro. It's a great. Well, no, you know what? I ain't gonna. What makes it a classic? It was a B. It was a B movie.
And all due respect to all the players in it, you know, I respect, you know, some of the movies and work that I've seen with Tyrese, especially the earlier stuff, I think was, you know, really good. You know, Ving Rhames, Omar Gooding, you know.
Well, see, I think that's
I respect all that, but I just didn't feel like nothing about it resonated with me. I watched the whole thing. I don't remember anything about it.
I've seen, and clearly it wasn't my favorite, but I could see why it's a black cult movie. Like, you know, it's definitely one that you'll have in your repertoire in case your kids get old. You're like, hey, check out this what our black culture we watch. But it wasn't. I get where you're coming from, bro. Yeah, it was okay. But it wasn't the worst though, bro. I actually liked it. Like I sat there and watched it.
What's the worst? What's the worst?
The worst as far as black movie, I don't understand how people like Shottas. I don't like Shottas at all.
I never even seen it. You could be right,
man. That is definitely considered like a black movie that everybody. I'm like, bro, this is the dumbest shit. I just can't get with it, bro. So for me, it was probably
yeah, I haven't seen it, and I think based on what you just said, I'm not.
No, you're not
excited to watch it,
bro. When Shottas came on, you would have been like, "Oh no, I'm done with this." 5 minutes.
Like you say it in a way that's unenthusiastic.
Shottas. No, it's not my movie, bro. It's not.
What is it about? Is it like a
It's like a gangster. This is similar to
it's
like a Jamaican gangster movie almost, bro. It's not my cup of tea for real, bro. What's another one? You know what? I'm always surprised when I hear people that don't like Friday, bro. I find that a little weird. I think Fridays are good.
There's people that don't like Friday?
Yes, people that don't like Friday.
A particular Friday or the original?
That's a good question. I never thought about that because I didn't like the Christmas one as much.
Fan. Thank you.
So you the same way, right? The one it felt like they were trying too hard in that one, bro. Like, I was like,
man, come on, bro, come on. You know, and I won't front. I didn't like the Jokers in the Joker brothers in the second one. I just was like, okay.
I love the Joker brothers in the second one, man.
The Jokers were junk. It was a waste. If you had taken them out,
it's what made the movie though. With little Chico, the dog. Man, that's what made the movie fire, bro. What
made the movie fire was the kind of Day-Day's workplace, whatever he had going on at his house with the dad and the stepmom.
True.
They had enough going on in the neighborhood. They didn't need those guys. And while they were settling in with all that funny stuff, the tension could have been building up with Debo and his brother, you know, coming to find them. I just feel like they brought the tension down on that just because they already had this kind of preliminary kind of villain situation happening with the Joker brothers. And then you already had who was the girl that was stalking him? Baby D. Or whatever.
Bro, she was hilarious.
They had too much, man. Yeah. Why not lean more into that? You know, they didn't need the Joker brothers. That was needless. It just ruined it for me. But
dang, bro,
yeah, the third one.
You rough.
But I like the first one. The first one was just so good, man. I told you earlier, don't change the format. I want you coming back with what I like, what I came to see the first time, what I came to like of the first one. Don't change the formula. Show me something new. Take me on a new journey with that same formula that I like.
But let's be
don't
honest
mess it up. And if you mess it up, don't mess it up for too long.
But let's be honest. I think like it for the most part, it pretty much stayed in line. It was the third one that was kind of like you know what I mean. And then now they talking about bringing back another Last Friday, and I'm just kind of like, but now. If you can get Chris Tucker to do this thing and have Data in it, I'm definitely gonna go see it no matter what. Like
it will. I will see it. I will see it.
You don't know how.
I'm not convinced that I'm not convinced that it's gonna meet with expectations. But I will see it, of course. If this thing comes out, I will see it because it came out. You know what I mean? Because that's just so momentous. That it came out again. That's like after all those years when they were like, "Oh, we doing another Bad Boys." I was like, "Okay, I'm in."
And it was pretty good. It was pretty,
and
good.
It was good. It was good.
So I was thinking,
but comedy is hard though, because you know they have action going on, you know, and we know what they expect from a Bad Boys movie. They got to bring a couple of elements each time to make that work, and I think they did it. Especially stop making Martin so soft like they did. They had Martin all soft and woo-saw for too long. I was glad when they brought him back. But anyway.
That's I agree. I think the way that they built off of it, because they really set it up to be another Bad Boys, and the son-in-law is now the new bad boy. He can end up being a new cop in some way, bro.
Yeah. It'll be the sons.
Yeah. They'll be doing something. They may not necessarily be cops, but they'll be stopping something that happened. Like it could be maybe like a spinoff. Maybe not quite Bad Boys, but more of a spinoff type movie.
It'll be like how they did Hobbs and Shaw. It'll be Bad Boys presents whatever those dudes' names were. Reggie and and Wilson.
I was just But that would be a great. I think that'd be an awesome little spin-off film, bro. I think that'll be dope. I did like
that could be good. And you heard that here first. So Michael Bay or any of y'all, that story shows up, and y'all go ahead and cut us a check because
we need that. Matter of fact, take the idea so we can sue you. Take it. Just have it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna sue you for the whole $100.
Because I'm gonna settle. I'm gonna settle. Because you're gonna offer me a sum of money I'm gonna be okay with.
So you're gonna offer me $5 million, and I'm gonna walk away from the $100 million that you made. I don't.
Hey,
you make $300 million. I'm cool with $5. For this conversation right here. But we definitely coming. I hope to see it because I like Reggie. I thought Reggie was dope at the end of the movie.
Hey, let's do it, man. That was amazing. That was amazing. Hey, do you know those dudes that that since we're talking about black stuff, do you know that those dudes that so Michael Bay directed the first two Bad Boys, right? He did not do the second two. They were done by they're not brothers, I don't think, but these two, I hesitate to say what their ethnicity is or nationality, Middle Eastern maybe, I don't know. But Ardil and Bilal or whatever their names are, and I think they did a fantastic job with that, right? And so during the whole Zack Snyder era of, I'm about to sound kind of geeky for a second, but the Zack Snyder era of DC, right before they were doing what they're doing now, they had directed a Batgirl movie in which Batgirl was black, right?
Okay.
Did the whole, so this around the whole 2020 whatever era. Movie got done. I think Brendan Fraser was the villain. He was playing the villain Firefly, I believe. Michael Keaton's Batman was also supposed to be in this. And
did I see this? This came out?
No,
right?
Oh no, the movie did not come out. So what happened was, there was a change up of, whoever is in charge at, HBO Max, Warner Brothers, whatever,
Yeah.
and they basically, to save money, was like writing off a bunch of projects or whatever, and they basically wrote this thing off and was like, we can't make any money off of it. It's sitting on the shelf or whatever, so it'll never be seen. And
It's
I'm just
probably
like,
good as hell. If they ain't letting you see it, it's good. It's real good.
I'm ticked. So another one of these movies that this kind of happened to was this movie called Coyote versus Acme, right? It's got Will Forte in it. It's coming out on October 28th. Now, how is that? It's coming out on August 28th. So in a couple of weeks.
So I know you're going to go see that.
Yeah, because, the kid definitely wants to go see it. But the thing is, it got shelved as well. But what happened is some other company bought it off of them and then put the movie out. So,
well, they're not going to do that.
It's looking like it's probably about to do well, though. Like, it's coming out in theaters.
See, they're not going to do that with the black DC comic movie. No. Mostly because, it's a company that owns the whole.
That one had a lot more legal hoops to jump through. Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen. Somebody had to pay them a whole lot of money to get them, but they already said that they couldn't make any money off of it. So,
bro,
I don't know, man. It sucks. We'll never get to see it. And because I'm thinking, I think the dude was saying that I think it was supposed to come to streamer. It was supposed to come to HBO Max, right? And so because it wasn't going to theaters, dude was like, well, why are we even doing this? You know what I mean? So he put it on the shelf, basically saying it wasn't a movie that was going to theaters. It wasn't ready for theaters. But I'm like, the same dudes that they just made Bad Boys for Life and whatever the other one was called.
So that means they know what they're doing. That means they know how to capture.
Exactly. That means that that movie was probably really good, and we're never gonna see it.
But you know why though?
It just sucks, man.
This kind of gets back to the point though, bro. Like we don't control enough, bro. It's certain terms I don't want to use, man, but it's a certain group of people that control movies, they control radio, they control everything. And honestly, they're the same group of people that control it. They also control they're also a part of most of the producers and the people that run the radio stations, bro. The same reason. Huh?
You said what? Oh boy.
Yeah,
oh
so
boy.
I'm not gonna drop down that rabbit hole and I don't want to offend nobody and get myself in trouble, but you know what I mean, bro. Like, so it just kind of like, man, it puts us in a bad situation. Like, so that really sucks because let's be real. If there was a big enough black studio that could buy something like that, they would buy it, man. Like if what's your boy name, bald-head black guy, tried to buy television company recently. You know his name too, and I'm drawing a blank on it.
Are you talking about Byron Allen?
Yeah, Byron Allen. I appreciate you being here, bro. Because if you weren't here, another black person sitting across from me, they would have never figured it out, and we would have been like, forget it. You know what I mean? But yeah,
I'm always helpful at trivia and crosswords and all of that.
All show trivia, bro. You have the memory of an elephant. I swear.
I don't know where it comes from, but
bro.
Thank you.
That shit's special.
But
bro.
yeah,
for real, bro. Like no, but if Byron Allen was, if he were able to pull off what he tried to pull off 10 years ago, that might have been 15 years ago now. If Bill Cosby was able to pull off what he wanted to pull off
by an NBC,
which is the reason why he's dealing with what he's dealing with, but because those people, bro, they ain't having it, bro. They're not having it, bro. They don't want us to have a say-so in what we produce for ourselves, bro.
Seems that way.
The only thing they gonna let us buy is UPN. Hell, they bought BET back. You know what I'm saying? They ain't playing, bro. Oh, man. You know I'm right.
I mean, no, I mean, honestly, I feel like you just kind of tied it up. I mean, to show that even though times have changed, and that's really why I said I was a little while ago, I said that I was more curious about, even though there's a lot more, Black-centered content out there, who is really listed as the creator, the producer, who is running these shows and who's in charge and who gets the credit for being the creator. Yeah, and I mean, I feel like you just brought it all the way back around.
Now, you saying that though, so what they have done is we are getting credit now, but what they've done is they've allowed people like 50 Cent, man, like the same dude who would have sold dope to his whole community and crack to everybody in his community and just watched it fall apart is the same person.
Allegedly.
The same dude who would have sold crack to the whole community, like whatever. And even if look, if this was to be the first thing that went viral, bro, and he was at our throats about it, the truth is, it is what it is, bro. Like, it's the same people that produce shows like Power, anything that's like, I ain't gonna say it's toxic for the Black community. They're just not. They just, you don't want to be the white man that only presents negative.
So you have to put a face with it that makes it acceptable. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Now, I agree.
Me saying that, 50 Cent did release a short series about a dad who was in jail. That was real good. That was dope. That resonated with something that I would hope.
What was it called?
I can't. Was it Justice?
Was he like representing himself?
Yeah,
while he was in prison. Was it for life? Not for life. Life. Kelly, we watched it while it was on. At least maybe the first, however many grouping of episodes, maybe the first season or whatever. Yeah. I just kind of fell off after a while. I'm like, all right, you either gonna do this thing or not. I don't want to. I just don't want to watch a dude in prison the whole time. I mean, hey,
like let him get out.
I'm not in a hurry to watch a lot of drama. Okay, I'm not. I want to watch something that makes me happy or wonder or any of that. I don't want to watch something that puts me down in the dumps. I'm sorry. I'm just not one of those. I swear, I'm going to the gym and Kelly's watching one of these medical dramas and it's woo, somebody is, and I'm like, who is dying now? Oh, they're not dying. This, it's hospital stuff. And then you go in there, he's coding. I'm like, come on. Then I leave. I come back from place another episode. She's cooking dinner and you can hear the sirens going again. I'm like, how many people have perished
in emergencies today?
And I don't know. It's it's not just her. I feel like a lot of people watch stuff like that, and I just feel like it just brings me down.
Like, I don't understand, bro.
It's enough craziness out there. I don't want to watch that stuff.
Like, because women really like those shows. Those are big shows for our counterparts. But I don't understand, bro. This whole Snapped thing, bro. Like, they just sit around and watch Snapped, and I'm just like, why would you just sit here?
Well, she didn't watch that. Yeah, she just likes medical shows, for real.
Oh, no, bro.
I can't watch the cut 'em up dramas and whatnot.
Bro, Snapped, and I'm like, this is real. Like, you're sitting right here watching this lady broke up with her husband. This is a real story. I wish I could find it because this would be a great slit under the door. But it hadn't been sent to us. But a lady divorced her husband because he was paying all the bills. Things were too perfect, and she felt like he was gonna kill her. He treated her too nice. Come to find out, she watched Snap all the time, bro. And so she felt like this is too good to be true and divorced this man. Bro, you know how weird that is? You probably done found
to see which episode this was. Yeah, you see me look.
Yeah,
I'm like, can I find that? Was it a recent episode or was it old?
This one, an episode. This was something that really happened. Like, this was a.
You said Snapped. That's a show.
Yeah. Yeah, a person, but this person watched it all the time, watched Snap all the time, and she broke up with her husband because she
So
was
you said
like,
she watched Snap all the time and then she snapped.
she snapped and divorced him because she thought it was too good to be true. She was like, this dude gonna kill me one day. I'm like, man, you know how crazy.
Well, I thought you saying that she killed him because she thought he was gonna kill her.
No, bro, she divorced this man because she like, dude, I thought that he was just gonna mess around and kill me.
Snap
he was treating me
just
too
got
good.
into her brain.
Paying all the bills.
Yeah.
This man is paying all the bills. Oh my God, he's super wonderful. This is too good to be true. This nigga is gonna come home and kill the whole family. Let me break up with him. What?
That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
That's why I don't watch a whole lot of dramas. I don't do like anything that feels too real, bro. But we done talked about this. Anything that feels too real, like it can happen in real life. I'm not watching no scary movie like that. Like I'm okay on all that, bro. Like
every time fall comes around, I say I'm going to watch at least a scary movie or two, and then it's like November's rolling in, and I'm like, oh, I didn't do it this year either.
Yeah, I'm good on all that. Especially in scary movies now, because they just real movies. Like it's like, no, this can happen.
They just I think beyond that, they're not really suspenseful anymore. It's like catch him and stab him up a lot of times. I ain't interested.
Yeah, you're right. They're not suspenseful. They're gory now. They're gory and they're real.
Yeah.
They're more traumatic than anything.
I don't need that. I don't need that. Why do I feel like something is like flying around?
Yeah, see, you thinking about like The Fly, that movie. It was real good. Now you like me. No,
oh man, I remember that. That was not a good one. I mean, it was a good movie, but those kind of movies where it's like bugs or something messing with you, I don't like that. Arachnophobia. I remember I was checking my shoes all the time after I saw Arachnophobia. Have you ever seen Arachnophobia? The one old man, he had put on like a slipper or something like that, and it was a spider in there and it bit his foot, and he just had that. He died like almost like right there. He's just like, oh, it hurt. And I was just like, always like checking my shoes. I was like, I don't even want to wear shoes no more.
Oh, you can't watch
I hate
no
corners.
bug.
I don't want to see nothing where I can't see what's coming. Do you remember this? We didn't live together anymore at this point. You were living with, well, I guess I can say his name. I'll bleep it if you don't like Tyron.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah. And so we had a spider or something in our house. It was in the middle of the night, my apartment. Remember that? And I came over to y'all place in the middle of the night. It was like 3 a.m.
For real, bro? I don't remember that, but I can believe that. I can believe it happened.
Then went back the next day, and the spider was still in my room, bro. Like this. And remember, we had the other dog at that time. And he was basically who woke us up. So, he's kind of tugging at the bed. I look up, and he's looking like this, and I look up at the wall, and it's just like a spider on my wall, like big like my hand. And I was just like, no. Oh. So I get my, courage up to like throw something at it. And I feel like I winged it, but I missed. And he like crawled down behind the bed, and I was like, let's go.
Throw something at it, bro.
What else was I going to do?
Bro, you got to walk up
to him. You want to wrestle him?
You got to make sure, bro, you ain't going to miss. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that thing would have grabbed that paper from you and smacked you in your face. He was huge.
I'm going to tell you one of the scariest feelings ever. Like, this spider was huge. Water bug being on your wall, and then you go to hit that bitch and it fly.
So unpredictable. And he flies away. Yeah, that's the worst thing in the world.
I don't know, bro. Something about that as a human, bro. That, like, because what is it going to do to you?
Anything with those little wings that come out like that. You know what I mean?
Especially when you
want those little nasty wings.
Yeah. You weren't expecting it to fly.
And then they fly at you with so much courage, too. It's like, ah! You know what I mean? They just come flying.
I'm going to try to get him. I'm going to try.
They know you're going to freak out, too.
Bro, that's exactly what you do, bro. You lose all marbles, bro.
I just did that yesterday. I
just sprayed around our house to prepare for all of the extra spiders that's coming. Because we get the pesties, little box. It comes with the
Right, yeah. Hey,
and
I'm bleeping
it
that
works
until they
pretty
give us some
decent.
money because we do too.
Yeah, so pasties, Yolas. But no, they just started sending everything at one time now. Like, so you don't get the little box every month now. They give you one little big box with all of your whole quarter worth of stuff in it.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
I go outside and I spray around the house, and I used up the stuff too fast this time. I tried to make it a little bit potent, and I sprayed so heavy on my patio because we get the worst spider webs in the fall. Like, it's so many. We can't use our patio.
We get them in the summer. Are
Now,
they just kind of over the, kind of where the columns are or whatever of your patio? Or are they kind of invading? We get kind of the little orb weavers that just kind of hunt in the corners. They make their webs, and we leave those because I'm like, you catch all the flies and mosquitoes you want to. They're not out during the day. They come out kind of during the night, and you see their webs out. They don't bother us. We don't bother them. And those aren't everywhere. But I sprayed low for anything that's crawling. So if you coming around this barrier, you gone.
Yeah, see, and you haven't lived here in 20 years. Yo, there are these things now called banana spiders. They're invasive, but they got here like they're fruit spiders, I guess you could say. But they got here over the last like 15 years in Georgia. Yo, they make these big webs, bro, that are like crazy looking, and they look crazy. They don't mess with you now. They won't. They ain't venomous. They don't bite. But bro, they look so scary, bro. And they be everywhere. They make so many webs, bro. They make the biggest webs, bro. You pull one. You pull one up.
I did.
Look on your face. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
I can't stop looking at it either.
Oh, bro, they look so scary, bro. They look defeating. They look like if you bite them, you're gonna turn into Spider-Man. You're gonna be shooting webs everywhere. Just like that's how they look, bro.
Yeah. Have you seen Brand New Day?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen Brand New Day yet.
Oh, well, you were just talking about shooting webs everywhere, so I just figured.
You told me I gotta
want to
go
see it again. Yeah, it's really good. I think I'm gonna go see it again. My birthday coming up, and I was thinking about maybe seeing it again, but then the kid was saying he wanted to go see that other one, that one I was just talking about.
Coyote versus Well, no, I mean it's some good ones coming out anyway. What's the next movie?
What else is coming out?
I don't remember at the top of my head. I was just thinking about it was a movie that I was going to tell you about. Let's see. That ain't it. Yep, I see Coyote versus Acme.
I don't see nothing that make me want to watch that.
No, bro, it ain't on here. Maybe I'm tripping.
What you talking about, man? You tripping, man? Ain't nothing coming up.
But see, you're a movie head though, bro. So you probably already seen everything that's out that I'm thinking about, man. Because it was
everything I want to see.
It might have been. Did I see something on the preview or something? I don't know.
Did you see this one with Mahershala Ali? Your mother.
No,
Have you seen this?
No.
You gotta look at the trailer for Your Mother. That thing is crazy.
I need to go. What I need to go do is look up Is God Is, because I haven't seen that and I still want to see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. And I want to see it, and then I just go, is it gonna be like a downer? I just ain't in the mood. Or is it gonna be like I thought and kind of be like this revenge flick a la
bro, that shit like it's gonna be
Kill
like
Bill.
I was gonna say it look like it's gonna be a mix between Kill Bill and Color Purple in that bitch. Like I'm just all like just all face.
Color Purple is hilarious.
So we're gonna be in there, Harpo, and you know what I'm saying, and now I love a good action movie. I'm a good action movie, bro. I'm gonna watch it. Maja don't be going to the movies like that, man. She don't like the movies, so I end up going by myself.
You don't like the movies? What's not to
Nah,
like?
Maz and her mom, they not big movie people, man. They not. She likes her shows, bro. She'll sit around and watch her shows, but movies, nah. They don't really care about movies around here like that. But my kids, man, they stand me up now.
For movies?
Yeah, bro, my kids stand
Why?
me
Because
up.
they want to sit with their friends now?
Yeah, bro.
So
like this
who do you go to the movies with?
by myself. I have no movie partner, bro. I'm just out here just winging it.
Man, that's awful, man.
Man, I appreciate it.
It's one thing to go just to go. It's another thing when you don't have anyone to go with you.
Nah, but if a movie good, bro, guess what? If a movie's good, guess what I'm doing? I'm gonna go by myself. I went to see Disclosure Day by myself. I've seen Odyssey by myself.
You did?
That was good. I'm probably gonna see Spider-Man by myself because my son.
You should
want to go with a girl.
Go see it.
And I was like, I said,
just
I told you
I
wanted to
go and be like however many rows behind. Like you don't have to sit together.
Bro, my son stay up there. I was trying to go see it while we were down here. While he was down here, I was like, look,
right. That's what I'm saying.
Go to,
whoever you're trying to see it with is up here.
Yeah, bro. He was like,
nah,
Dad, I'm gonna go with my friend.
He couldn't just say it twice.
Go with your friend. I was like, it's a girl. He was like, how you know?
Because you saving it to go with.
The way you said your friend, punk.
He wouldn't have saved it to go with just a regular friend.
Oh man, let me tell you what my son asked me. My son says, Dad, is it okay to talk to two girls at one time? I said no. I'm not gonna say it's not okay. I said, but if you gotta ask that question, you already know the answer. I'm like, and I let him know, I'm like, look, man, if you not nobody boyfriend and you young, you don't need to be anybody boyfriend. I'm like, just be completely honest, man. Truth got more game in it than lying ever had.
True.
Truth got. You'll be surprised what people say yes to when you were super honest. Like,
just
give them the opportunity. You said what?
So it was always my policy. Because we saw a lot of folks and we knew some too that would say whatever they felt like they had to say,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that don't bring you nothing but drama. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in that. Not at all.
Nope.
So, I mean, at least everybody knows where everybody stands. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if you see me with her and I wasn't, and we ain't in a relationship, you can't be mad. And if I see you wasn't
serious,
yeah.
Right. But you know what? I never was one for a bunch of that anyway. I mean, ain't no need in trying to be with me when you're interested in being with somebody else. So.
No, yeah, like you're not doing all that, man. You was real. I had my moments. So when I wasn't with somebody, I wasn't with them. And when I wasn't with somebody, I was all over the place. So I'll be honest and say that. But then when I was with you, I'm with you. You know what I mean? When I'm with you, you mine. I ain't mess my you mine up. You mine. You know what I mean? So
right. Right.
That kind of way I am, bro. But man, it's been a good episode.
That sounds like
man.
a scary TV show with you and you mine.
It's been a good moment. Oh,
look. Is it that time?
Check this.
Oh, wait. What we got?
Oh,
okay. Oh, is that a biscuit?
Is this fish? Oh, this is fish. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
Yeah, I bet we're about to get. So yeah. Well.
Oh, we moved the culture forward or something.
Yeah, and all that, so we can get it there on time because the time to eat is now. This has been fun, man.
It has been, man. I appreciate you, bro. But yeah, we do push the culture forward. We're gonna get it where it needs to be, and we want to make sure we get it there
on time.
Dant missed it. It's on time.
I said it.
Yeah, he did. He said it before me, and
it'll work in the end. In the end. Trust me.
We can splice it up. We can put it together. But no, man.
All right, man.
I love you, man. I hope that you have a good weekend, bro. I'm gonna hit you up probably Sunday, bro. See if we can catch up.
Sounds good.
Do a little bit.
I'm around
do
for
a little bit of editing. Y'all take care, guys.
Sounds good. Peace.
Peace.